Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Man, things are getting a little bit weird in there, isn't it? Because when we last left off, Pete and Maleficent tried to use the data Riku in order to basically make him into their puppet by corrupting him with the bugs. But instead of basically letting Riku destroy himself in order to destroy the bugs, Sora offered to go inside Riku, all the worlds that are contained inside of him, and get rid of the bugs that way. So, let's see where we left off. The third door. I guess we had to rewatch this one because I guess basically like cutting off where I did was basically like at the start of a group of cutscenes.
Remember this? It was right around here that I came to save you.
Yeah, this is where Maleficent ambushed me. I thought I was a goner.
I'd gotten a bad feeling. And Mickey knew something was up.
I'm glad you came when you did. That's when I lost the power of the Keyblade. You see? Things will work out.
How's that?
No matter what you lose, you can always get it back. And that means you can definitely get yourself back.
No offense, Sora, but I think I've kind of given up on the idea of getting my house and my old life back, so sometimes you just gotta move on.
I kind of envy you. You've got a simple world.
Is that a good thing?
I envy whatever makes you think it could be.
Gee.
Well, I actually think that it's a good thing to have a more simplistic worldview, because sometimes the world gets a little too complicated.
Thanks a lot.
Come on, let's head back.
Hey, wait up!
Enough hurt's been undone for you to access the innermost reaches of my data. But remember, in there lies the source of all sources. We don't know the bug's true form or origin, or why it's even here.
So if we take it out, we'll solve the last of the Datascape's problems.
Yes. Everything should be like it was before.
Thanks for everything. I feel like, after going through all your memories, now, the journey's made me that much stronger.
You don't have to thank me.
Sure I do. There's no way I would have made it this far without your help, Riku. Plus, you were even there when I woke up. Remember when I first got my hands on the Keyblade? You were there from the start.
What do you mean? The first time I saw you was on our island.
What? But I was sure I saw you there in your black coat. Huh. That's strange.
So,
Focus. Are you ready for this fight? I'm afraid I have to stay out here, but I will leave you with this. No matter what's in there now, don't hold back.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
man, I really hope that I didn't cut the last video at like such a poor time, because Riku. Dark Riku.
Riku, how did... Wait, no. You're not him. You can't be Riku. The bugs must have absorbed his power and taken this form. Now I see why he felt he had to warn me about you. Here goes.
Now I'm wishing that we had cutscenes like this in the first game.
should have cleared all the bugs inside him. It's time to head home.
But why isn't the corruption 90%? Conditions for awakening met. Awakening? What?
Nicely done.
Riku, thanks.
Did that bug try to use my power for itself?
Yep. But how'd you know that?
Just a feeling. I thought it might try to exploit the darkness that's been lurking inside of me. I've been envious of what you have.
Light.
Surrounded by friends who trust you completely.
Stop right there. First off, I trust you. Second, my friends are your friends too. Ask.
Of course we're your friends, Riku. Hey, Sora, are you guys okay in there?
Pick out some bugs for me. What's that?
Yeah, and just give a holler if you need help. We'll be here.
My friends. Guess you're right.
Let's go, Riku. Everybody's waiting for us. What?
Something's happening.
What's that?
No way. Hurry, Sora. You've got to escape. Someone's trying to close the road back to the outside world. Go now, or you'll be trapped inside here.
Oh, okay.
That should get you out of here.
A rose window?
Thanks again. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. I'll hold you to that.
Sora! Gorge, you made it back!
Yay! You're here.
Good. You look like you're okay.
Mickey, it's good to be here. You guys, listen, you'd never believe the stuff I saw.
Actually, we saw it all. You got rid of the last of the bugs from the datascape. We really owe ya.
Yep. Happy.
That sounds like Mickey just trying to basically avoid having to listen to a long-winded explanation.
I could help. Oh, hey, Riku. Is Riku all right?
I'm just fine. Sorry to put you through all that.
Riku.
Looks
Something-
like you managed to keep that promise.
Something feels off. I feel like a twist is going to be coming on.
Yeah.
I wish we had some time to sit around and catch up, but these guys need to hurry. Go there. As promised. That's your road home to the real world where everyone's waiting for you.
So this is it. Time for us to leave. And time to say bye to the datascape.
It's not every day that I get to explore my journal's world. Now that the moment's here, I'm kinda sad we have to go.
You can always come back another time.
Great idea! And next time, we can bring everybody!
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Actually, there's something important I haven't told you yet.
Let me guess. The road between times will be closed.
It's just... no. It can wait until you've made it through.
Thank you, Riku. Goodbye. You two take care, okay?
Yep. See ya.
It's hard to forget. Sora's technically not real either. But what about that sphere of data that Riku gave to Sora? That last world that could be explored?
Did we...
Yahoo! We have been waiting for you. You're here. Welcome home. Chibadara here. So I think that means...
We're really here!
It's true! We're finally home. Our castle in the real world.
Hooray! We did it!
Can you guys hear me?
We did it!
Glad to see you made it back safely.
Loud and clear, Riku. We're here because of you. Thank you.
The keyhole?
Well, guess Sora and I are done for now.
What do you mean by that?
It's all over now that we figured out how to get rid of the bugs. The journal will go back to the way it was. Is that right, Jiminy?
Yes, it should return to how it was when I first wrote everything down. Without all those pesky bugs, the journal entry should appear back in their original state.
Right. The entries will reappear as they were before. And all of the rest has to be reset.
Yep.
That means the whole adventure we all shared. It'll be swept from our memories like it never happened.
Does that mean you're gonna forget about the time we were together? Even all the stuff that we're talking about right now?
We're nothing but data. That's just the way it goes.
Not fair.
Mickey, still there?
What?
Sora? Riku explained things. I know it's not what we all would want. But guys, if that's the way everything's meant to be, then...
That makes me sad.
Kind of makes me sad too.
You went through so much. You really helped us in the datascape. Taking all that away is such a...
Thank you. But actually, I'm okay with it. Besides, you won't be able to get rid of us that easily. Me and Riku, we aren't going anywhere. We might lose some memories, but that doesn't matter when we've still got you guys. Our adventure may not be found in the journal, but you'll always find us in your hearts. No matter what happens, we'll be right here.
Couldn't technically the same thing be accomplished if Jiminy wrote down the events of this story in a third journal? That way this version of them could somehow be preserved? And somehow I always knew it was going to end up with that whole E.T. line, "I'll be right here." But seriously, is this really how the game ends? Because I haven't seen any hint of a final boss. Like, Maleficent and Pete still need to be dealt with, don't they? Did they just disappear from the plot again?
As long as you remember us and everything that we've been through together, well then, who knows?
Sora?
Well, we should sign off here. I guess it's goodbye, guys. Give the us out there our best, okay?
Uh-oh. It's not over yet, folks. 100% data assembly complete. Glitch found in darkness. Awakening dark glitch. Delete datascape. What?
What is this power? It's so much stronger than anything I've ever felt before. Could it be some sort of bug?
Well, but how could that happen? I thought we got rid of all of them.
I thought we did too. There's a chance we were wrong.
It's not a bug, it's a trap door.
That message said it was going to delete the datascape. We can't let something that powerful get loose. The journal data has to be locked.
But then we're gonna lose you and Sora, and what was in the journal. We'll lose it all.
That's not the only problem. Both Maleficent and Pete are still inside the datascape too. We can't let them be deleted, can we?
Even if I've never been their biggest fan, they're not made of data. We have gotta find a way to save them. Huh?
Then locking the data isn't an option? Both worlds are at stake. What do we do?
Oh no! You guys, hang tight. I'll take care of this.
Sora, where are you going? Hey, Sora! Are you crazy?
No way I'm gonna leave them out there. You heard what Mickey said. I gotta find Pete and Maleficent.
But you don't even know where they are.
Then I'll just have to go look for them.
Aren't you afraid? All our memories, our entire existence, even this whole world could get erased.
I'm afraid. Why wouldn't I be? But you know why I have to do this.
Huh?
You've been in my shoes before. You fought with no one beside you. Because you knew that was a lot less scary than just sitting around and waiting by yourself for the end to come. Riku, you once said, what's important are the actions that you take. I don't know if there's any way that we can win, but I know I've gotta at least try.
Excuse me there, Maleficent, but do you really think we're getting anywhere with this Colossus?
No matter. Any less of an opponent.
Darkseid?
It's him! I fought this thing on the island, but I thought it got swept away into the darkness, along with everything else. Listen to me! You two need to get out of here!
Do you actually think I'll take orders from one such as you?
Yeah, but Maleficent, I think the pipsqueak here may have a point.
Silence, coward! You will do as I... What?
Oh, Pete! Maleficent!
So Darkseid is the final boss? Data Darkseid?
Unbelievable! This guy's a lot stronger than what I fought before. No way is this the same guy.
Rage, hatred, and now glitches to feed my darkness?
It feeds on the glitches?
Wait, that's it! Sora, you're not the only one who changed, who evolved within the datascape.
Riku, you want to fill me in?
He did too.
But listen to me carefully. I know where the bugs came from. All of them. It's your shadow. It's your Heartless, Sora.
My Heartless?
You once turned into a Heartless. Though you may not remember. It was recorded into the journal along with everything else. Then it vanished. Your memories disappeared too, but you managed to get those back. For some reason, though, the pages of the journal, they stayed blank.
And you think my Heartless is responsible for that?
It makes sense. Everything in Jiminy's journal revolved around one person. And that person is you, Sora. Without you, there never would have been any entries. This whole time you've been evolving in the datascape, finding new strength. Your Heartless has been absorbing data and doing the same. It's grown, Sora. Just like you have.
But Riku, we put all the data back. That must have at least weakened it, right? I can still stop it, can't I?
No. I should have realized all of this sooner. Normally, defeating a Heartless causes its heart to be released. Then the heart's returned to the person who lost it. But when you defeat Heartless here in the datascape, that wouldn't set any real hearts free. Remember, Sora, hearts can't be turned to data. Instead, I think what you released are probably the Heartless's minds.
I did all that? But then, where did the minds end up? Where could they have gone?
They're
Into
right
him.
in front of you. Your Heartless has been gathering, then devouring the dark intentions of all the fallen Heartless. That's where it gets its power. From dark data. And now, just like you, it's become something greater. Something much more powerful.
If something this powerful got into Mickey's world? Oh no! I have to protect them. I'll use the strength they've given me! it over?
Find soon hearts to sate my hunger.
Wait, how is this possible?
Anti-Sora.
Changing. No!
That's good, because, like, I know that Darkseid has basically been the bane of my existence ever since we started playing these games, but, like, it really wasn't Sora's Heartless. It was a manifestation of the darkness inside of him, even though I didn't buy that. But when Sora became a Heartless, that Heartless was just a shadow. But now we have something that's more akin to Anti-Sora here.
It's evolving!
And I kind of like this. It's been a while since I've seen a game where the final boss ended up being a common enemy, that's something that you fought before, but then comes back bigger and stronger than ever. The Keyblade.
Don't give up, Sora!
Mickey! How?
Anything to help a friend. Don't you remember what I said? We always help friends. Even when the darkness closes in on you. All you have to do is look inside. And that's where you'll find your light. Come on, Sora. It's time to do this.
But why did the Keyblade disappear? A shadow. You gotta protect Mickey. Well, that seemed kinda easy.
Pete! Maleficent! You're here! You're all right!
I found them caught inside a rift in the data.
We were just fine. You will hear no words of thanks from me, child.
Go walk into traffic, you old hag.
Sayonara to the 1, 2, 3 of you. I'm out. See you chumps on the other side.
Well, think I'll keep an eye on them on their way out.
Make sure the door doesn't hit them in the ass.
And by the way, don't think we're letting you off the hook.
For what?
Pretty soon, the data will go back to its original form. The way it was before, all of those bugs showed up.
It's time to say goodbye.
Again.
What gives? Is it a glitch? There's some kind of lump in my throat.
Oh.
It's not a glitch. That's just what goodbye feels like. When we met in the datascape, it brought back a whole bunch of memories. The day I set out on my first big adventure, the day I made a new friend, a special friend, they all came rushing back to me. I knew that the journal, it's not just a diary, it's a collection. A collection of all we felt. The journal shows what's in our hearts.
And I know that deep down within my heart, there are some special memories of a kid named Ventus. And it's such a shame what happened to him. And Aqua. I don't exactly know what happened to her. But I'm glad that I've met you, Sora. There's just something about you that just kind of brings out those feelings, you know?
I promise. We'll tell the other Sora and Riku about what happened here. That way, this journey that we just had will be one everyone shares. The memories will always connect us. They'll be our own special bond. Remember, we're friends forever, Sora.
Yep. Friends forever, Your Majesty.
That was kind of abrupt. This is the door. This is a
Finally clear.
door of darkness.
What's that?
Why, that world they call the Date Escape seems so familiar.
Date escape?
A book? Known as the Ancient Book of Prophecies.
How long were they playing this long con? So, Leffy has the book.
It's said to be capable of transcribing events that have yet to take place.
No kidding. If we got our mitts on something like that, we could finally take over permanent-like.
Yes, considering legend has it the book can also conjure, making an entire world filled with beings and powers that have yet to exist.
Really? A book that could just make up a world? I don't know. That sounds like nothing more than fluffy pink kids' fairy tale stuff. It just sounds too good to be true.
Ah, but who's to say a fairy tale's not true? And I ask you, how does that differ from this world they call the Date Escape? Don't you think it might just be worth our while to search for a connection? Perhaps there's a link of some sort between that so-called journal of theirs and the Book of Prophecies.
Wait, so Jiminy's journal? Is Jiminy the master? That would seriously blow my mind right then and there. But seriously, Date Escape? Don't you just friggin' hate it when you have one character that intentionally mispronounces name the wrong ways? Yeah. What do you think about stuff like that, Vanitas? Or how about you, Xehanort? How about you, Xemnas?
I'd say with that, we are onto something huge. Hey, Maleficent?
Ours is not a lost cause. First, we must take possession of this data of theirs.
Why do I get the feeling that the game isn't over? Seriously. Huh? Time to seal this door all up. Well, maybe the game is over. Well, if that's the case, then I better friggin' turn down the volume before the friggin' credits start.
Hey, you know, we never did figure out that mysterious message.
So all that work for what? Nothing?
Guys, big news. A new world has shown up inside the journal.
What do you mean? It's this strange world that I don't seem to remember going to. It's something called Castle Oblivion. You guys know anything about that?
What do you mean?
I've found another door leading to extra data. Somebody must have added it, once all the other data was restored.
And if we explore that world...
Then we should get some answers about this message.
Great! Let's ask Sora to...
When we fixed the data, everything in the journal went back to the way it started. Remember?
Which means that Sora's journey through the datascape, it never happened to him.
Oh.
Why, now he's just the same boy he was before he ever met any of us.
I'm fine. My partition isn't affected. But Sora, we can't send him out there when he doesn't know what's going on.
Wait! Hey, Riku! Could you help me get back into the datascape one more time?
Sora!
Ah! Hey! Huh?
Sora, this was the day that your journey began. I know, because I was here too.
Were you?
It's time for the truth.
Where am I? How'd I end up in this place? And who are you?
I'm Mickey. I've come here from another kind of world.
Another kind of world?
Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. It's a message, and you're the only one with the power to solve the mystery behind it. So we really need your help.
Power? What's that? Whoa! What's that?
You may not remember, but it's clear you still hold the power inside you. Think you'd be willing to lend us a hand? You might help us figure out the truth.
Gosh, I don't have a clue what's going on.
Neither do I, Sora.
I don't. But at the same time, what you're saying feels kind of familiar.
How many endings does this game have?
Talking about. Do you think it involves me somehow?
Actually, I'm not exactly positive. However, I get the sense it's something important you need to know.
If it's information that I'm supposed to know, then, well... Okay, Mickey. I'll help.
Thank you. Let's go. Just follow my lead.
This feels like it could be very dangerous. Holy crap! The world was Castle Oblivion! God, I hate being right all the time.
So you think the truth's hiding somewhere in here?
Oh, he's hidden somewhere in this castle, Sora. The only problem is, we can't find that room.
Hey, Mickey? Guess he went ahead.
Sorry, Sora. It's all a part of the experience. I have to be an absentee mentor figure.
Who are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
Not a nobody, but I am nobody. Is that you, Riku? Why are you dicking around?
In this place, to find is to lose. And to lose is to find.
That doesn't sound like Riku's voice. That sounds like someone else. Sunspot?
That's the way of things. Here in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
That's right. Here you will meet people you know. People that you care about.
it really is just a cheap way for the developers to reuse all these places and locations and character models from previous games. I thought that you'd have figured that out based on the first half of the game so far. Like, seriously, how many times are we going to keep doing this? Do we even really need to bring in Castle Oblivion to justify it at this point? No, 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 no. It still hurts.
It's a kind of card with a picture on it.
Use that card and press on. You will find the truth that sleeps up ahead.
Well, wait. But how am I supposed to use this? He could have told me that much. And why does he seem so familiar?
He's your other half, Sora. Anyway, the way you use a card is basically like you use a key card. Just walk up to the door, hold it up, and bam. Destiny Islands. I play Destiny Islands, field spell card. I don't remember it being that cinematic, though I do remember the blinding white lights.
What just happened to me?
Wait a second. We're in a room with all this stuff projected on the walls.
That card's special. It will cause you to see people. Well, illusions to be exact. They're from Jiminy's journal. It's all of the very same data that you worked so hard to fix.
Jiminy? What did I fix? I don't get it.
My mistake. Someone must have pressed the reset button on your memory.
I just love how bluntly they said that. Let me see. If that really is Roxas, how can he be here? Well, Riku, at least Data Riku and the other cutscenes did say that Jiminy's journal all revolved around one person, and that's Sora. So, if his Heartless was able to manifest itself as a entity inside the journal, maybe anyone who's ever been connected to Sora can somehow appear in the journal. Maybe that's why the journal is blank. It got overloaded with so much information.
All you remember is leaving the island. Just the same, you'll remember the folks you meet here. At least you should.
Castle Oblivion tends to make people forget, but I'm just gonna hope that it works out for you in the end.
I don't understand.
Neither do I, kid, quite frankly.
Whatever you want.
Huh?
There's no script to follow.
Man, that's basically like the most... That's pretty much like the most meta thing that they could have said at this point. We're really just making it up as we go along here. Oh my god, it hurts. Oh.
The journal's the closest thing you've got. But that doesn't mean you'll see the things it says. And who really cares? Everything that happens here, and everyone you meet, is just an illusion.
So then, I can do whatever I want to do?
Yes.
Hey, come back! He's gone.
Why are people leaving me alone? Titus, Selfie, Waka! And Titus still has the power pole. Seriously, why do you have the Kento-kun? Did you take that from Goku? Titus? Come back, Titus!
Well, you did it again, Sora.
You screwed everything up.
Riku? Why are you here?
I've got something that you need to see. It'll help you.
It is Riku,
Yeah? What is it?
but it sounds different than Riku.
A hidden truth that's nowhere to be found,
No?
even in the deepest corners of your memories.
This one sounds like Riku, but the last one didn't.
And something I want you to feel.
I know you wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important. I'll do it.
Thank you, Sora. Now, close your eyes.
The clock tower? Hello, London! The moon. Is this what Riku was doing? It's okay, kid. I wish that I could touch the moon, too. Kairi! Okay, people, this is the kind of shit that I like. This is basically like one of the things that I think is just... It's what I enjoyed so much about playing Reverse Rebirth. It's something that I find so inadequate about the other games, because they haven't really done enough with Riku, and the things that they do with him are just too easy. It's like, Reverse Rebirth gave us a chance to, like, flesh Riku out, and that's how I came to enjoy him so much more than I did in the first game. I got to understand him a little bit more. But then, like... After, like, that big revelation that Riku had to give himself over to the darkness in order to beat Roxas at the end of 358 over 2 days, that seemed like a big thing with huge ramifications, but the solution was just too easy. It wasn't even really like he was possessed or won over by the darkness, because it was still him the entire time. And then, friggin' Ansem's device explodes, and suddenly, Ansem's gone? I mean... Ansem and Xehanort's heartless in this regard. It just felt too easy. I wanted there to be a moment where Riku had to come back, that Riku conquered the darkness within him, and that could have been culminated by Soul Eater becoming the new Keyblade. Because, I mean, I was looking forward to seeing how Soul Eater became a Keyblade, but now it's just a friggin' Keyblade, out of nowhere. It's like, okay, but why though? Doesn't really feel like it's been earned.
Wasn't that... Riku? And Kairi? That's right. I was on a journey to find you guys.
So, this is why. This is basically why they're showing him this. This is how he's gonna, like, gain the knowledge of his adventure.
Darkness had taken a hold of my heart, and Kairi had lost hers completely. But at the end of your journey, you would have saved us, Sora.
You would have?
Think about it. What did Kairi and I have in common?
We both loved you.
What did you feel?
Something you have in common.
It was hurt.
Hurt?
We had both lost ourselves. And we were hurting in a way we'd never hurt before. There's no greater pain in the world. I ask you, Sora, what would you have done?
I would have helped you, of course. Both of you. I'd have figured out how to undo the hurt.
I thought you'd say that. And you're right. You would. Or should I say, you will.
That's a relief. Hey, then what was with the sneak preview?
I just wanted you to see. You always make the right choices. On the road ahead, more than one truth will come to light. You'll forget things, lose things that you care about, and it won't always make sense. It'll be frustrating, and it'll make you angry. It may even hurt so badly you'll feel like you're about to lose yourself. But don't worry, Sora. That won't happen to you. You won't let it. You're like a sponge. No matter how much pain they throw at you, you'll suck it up and leave things a little bit better. Just follow your heart, and you can change the lives of not one, but many. You don't have to do anything special. Just do what you do. Be yourself. After all, that's what you're good at. Do what feels right to you.
You got it.
Take care, Sora.
What? Weird. No one's here.
Well, Sora? How was it? Did you have fun chatting and hanging with the ghosts?
You shouldn't call them ghosts. Sure, something was a little off, but I'm certain those three are still my friends.
Friends? You don't say. So then what were their names again?
You see? Listen, that's definitely not Riku's voice.
Tell me.
Oh, sure. They're Hayner, Olette, and Pence.
Oh, I don't even have to think. What? Why can't I remember?
Castle Oblivion makes you forget.
I know them.
Like I said, everything in this castle is just an illusion. And once the illusions vanish, you'll forget all about your little reunion.
I'll forget?
Hey, no big deal. The fact that you can't remember them just means they weren't very important to you to begin with.
They weren't really important to the game developers or the writers either. They just kind of threw them in there to be little cameos and Easter eggs for Final Fantasy fans. It doesn't really amount to anything, really. And quite frankly, it raises too many questions for the a-hole who's watching this video right now. And he keeps trying to figure out exactly how Auron can be dead and how Titus can still be so young, and yet Yuna is already in her second incarnation, and she's been chibi-fied. Honestly, listening to that loser go on and on, it's pathetic, and quite frankly, it gives me life.
Isn't that right?
That's not true! Of course my friends are always important to me. Okay, maybe I forgot what just happened, and who I met inside that room. Trust me, I know I'll remember everything again.
Sure.
Another card?
More cards?
Twilight Town. Well, no, it's Traverse Town. Dang it. Traverse Town, Wonderland.
All of these cards were created from the data in the journal, and all of them will show you more illusions. But from now on, the illusions won't be of your friends. You're fresh off the island, which makes everyone you meet total strangers. Here's a fun little thought. The folks you're about to see, you can fight them all you like.
Huh?
What do you care? They're only strangers. Actually, illusions of strangers. Just a collection of empty bits of data. They won't be able to make the distinction between what's real and what's not. They'll look at the white walls of this castle, and what they'll see are the worlds they call home. Anyway, the truth would be wasted on them, so why bother? They're only there until they're not. Do you see where I'm going with this? Nothing's real. You can break the little hearts they don't have and then forget about it. No hurt feelings, no baggage. It's that simple.
But is it clean? You gotta be simple and clean about things.
You don't have a heart. It's 100% guilt-free.
That's what you think.
What?
It's obvious you know nothing at all.
And one who knows nothing can understand nothing.
Everything you say is a lie. I might have the strength to hurt someone, but what exactly would be the point?
Kicks?
I know that it would tear me up inside. That ache would stay with me for a long time. You might not know it now, but I hope you'll see that nothing is guilt-free in this world.
You've arrived at the first question.
Huh? What's with that guy?
This is some kind of test.
So, with these cards, I'm gonna run into people from the past. I have no idea who, but it'll be fun.
This is all This is all starting to sound like some weird comic book plot, and I mean that in the most literal sense of the term, because you guys ever start out reading a comic book series and the comic covers a certain event, but before that event truly has an ending or conclusion, it starts into the next event, and it seems like you're following a long chain of events that all seem interconnected, but kind of seem also disconnected at the same time, because the farther along you go, you get further and further away from the point that the first entry, that the first event was trying to cover. And then you get to a point where it's like, all of it's supposed to come together at the end, but it doesn't come together neatly. Actually, I think I just described the entirety of this series. Oh well. That's basically what this feels like. It feels like I'm reading 3 comic book events all stapled into one. Huh. That's Traverse Town. Sid! Huey! Dewey! Louie!
Whee! You want some ice cream, Sora?
That guy wasn't kidding around. I really can't remember who it was I met just now. Or can I? I give up. I don't remember. That's weird. I don't know what this is. Wait, is this what heartache feels like? Just thinking about them causes pain inside.
It's probably indigestion.
Hold on. If I really forgot about all those friends completely, that would mean I shouldn't be missing anyone. That makes sense. So I haven't forgotten all of it then. There's got to be more I still don't know. I just need to find something to trigger my memory. Nice. Here goes.
Wonderland. Jesus, the Queen of Hearts is on drugs. Seriously, look at that vacant stare of hers. She can see the seams of the universe. I'm telling you, man. Every third blink is slower. Bye, Alice. Don't come back.
So, Sora, how was your time with... who was it again?
I can't remember anything at all. But you already knew that, didn't you?
You seem pretty calm. Guess you decided they weren't worth stressing over. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
That's wrong.
What?
It's like you said. Everyone I met, I can't remember. But still... I'm frustrated that I've forgotten them. I feel moments of loneliness.
This is gonna sound weird, people, but I basically remember from playing Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, if Sora is coming this way and is running into what I'm assuming is Roxas, he's walking away from a door, but walking down a slight flight of stairs. That means he's going through Castle Oblivion backwards. Sora isn't going up the levels, he's going down. Is he traveling into the basement of Castle Oblivion?
You said there would be no hurt feelings, but I am hurting. When the memories are gone, they just leave a hole. And having that longing inside me hurts. But it'll help me somewhere down the road. It's the key I'll need to unlock all my memories.
And that door over there at the far end, that's either the front door or it's basically something that was added in, because there should be a staircase there. Unless all of this is just the same background that the game keeps using, just so it wouldn't have to, like, use more backgrounds or whatever.
Right on schedule.
The Datascape. The Colosseum. Hercules, Cloud, Hades. Wow, he's even meeting the villains, too. Phil. Hercules.
The sadness of knowing you forgot someone who matters to you. Something like that will gnaw at you forever. But you believe that somehow by carrying around that kind of hurt, you'll be able to retrieve the memories you lost. That's what you're thinking, right, Sora?
Right. What's so funny?
I can't believe you fell for it so easily.
Huh?
I told you when you arrived. Remember, in this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. While you've lost your memories, and the only thing you found in return is hurt. And by deciding that hurt was the key to remembering, you gave up all hope of ever being free from it. The hurt owns you now, Sora. Don't you see that? It's a wound that will never mend. That hole in your heart will grow bigger until darkness finally claims it.
The darkness? Was this all just a big trick to pull me in?
Afraid so. And all it took was a handful of illusions. Your heart was just way too easy to break, Sora.
Not true!
Where's Jafar? Seriously, you can't just throw Hades into the last one and then not expect me to question where Jafar is.
It's not too late to run.
Huh?
Why should you keep the hurt inside?
Yep.
Just tell yourself you need to forget about the people you met in this place. You'll have no one to miss, no cause for loneliness, no hurt to keep eating away at your heart. Sora, it's your call. Cling to the memories you've lost, and the hurt they bring, till you're dragged into the darkness. Otherwise, let it all go, and then you can be free and happy. The decision is completely yours.
Wait!
Hollow Bastion.
Should I use this? But if I were to do that, then I'd meet a friend and forget right away. I don't know if I want that. It's just going to bring more hurt. And if he's right, the darkness will eventually take over me completely.
How come we haven't heard from Mickey and the others? Aren't they supposed to be watching this? And where the hell is Mickey right now?
But I don't see any other way out of here. Guess this card is my only option.
There goes the timer.
That is, unless I let go of the hurt. Once I go out of this room, I'll forget all about what happened and everyone I just met. Instead of carrying that hurt around until it consumes me, maybe I should let it go. What's inside my heart? What am I supposed to do? I feel so lost.
You and me both, kid.
Hey, Sora! Can you hear me?
Speak of the devil! Seriously! Where the hell have you been, rat?
Sora?
Huh? I know that voice! Mickey, is that you? Where are you?
Sorry, Sora. I'm still trying to find a way to get to you. Right now, the best I can do is to send my voice to where you are.
It's okay. Hey, Mickey? Maybe you can help me with something. I keep forgetting people I meet in this place. And this guy says if I dwell on what I've lost, the hurt is going to take over me. And I don't want that.
I understand. Question is, are you okay with letting go of the folks that you've forgotten?
Goofy, Donald.
Who are they?
Well, even though you may not remember them, they definitely remember you. You'll always be a really close friend to them, no matter what happens.
Yeah, we've been on adventures, and I'll never forget you.
And even if you don't ever really know who we are, I hope you'll remember that. You'll always be special to us.
How can that be?
Why don't you ask your heart? What are you feeling right now, Sora?
I don't know what this is. Who are these two? I don't think that we've ever met. But I feel like I know them.
Memories can disappear, but feelings don't. Not even when your data was reset. Inside your heart, the adventures you shared with the friends you made in the datascape will always live on. And you know what? I'll bet that's also true for all the time you spent with the folks that those cards showed to you.
So it's not what's missing that's causing the hurt. It's actually what's not missing. If that's true... Hey!
Uh-oh! Looks like I've used up too much power. I'll be there soon, Sora. I promise. Just try and hold on a little bit longer for me, okay?
Mickey! I'm all alone again. I hate feeling like this. Oh. I wonder, does this count as hurt? If I let it, will this pull me into the darkness? I can do this. There's no going back. Just one more card.
And we're gonna have to cut it there. I mean, that's like a whole lot of stuff right there. That's like... That's some heavy stuff right there. I mean, I was ultimately joking when I asked where everybody else was, why we hadn't heard from Mickey, Donald, or Goofy, or even Riku, but then friggin' Mickey comes in, like, at the last moment. But that scene with Donald and Goofy, that was really touching. And it does have a kind of a nice message that maybe sometimes that even if you do forget, if you left the right kind of impact on people, they'll certainly remember you. Another thing that I basically want to say is that I think that the other message that this game is trying to tell with this whole thing, with what Roxas is trying to accomplish, is that, well, I actually had this conversation with myself, last night even. It's the idea of living in the past can sometimes basically be a detriment because, ooh, what's that say? 100% debugged? Oh, 80% debugged. Sorry. I'm looking at a smaller screen now, but so I couldn't exactly read that, so sometimes basically like you keep trying to cling to the way things used to be, and that can ultimately leave you hurting inside because it's not like that anymore. Sometimes you just gotta move on with life and accept change, you know? Because I definitely know that sometimes holding on to things, it ends up hurting a whole lot more than just moving on does. I don't know if that's what this game is going for, especially because Mickey comes in and says that even if you can't remember, the people that you've affected will remember, so... Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break before we continue. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment on the comment section below. Share, like, and share with your friends. You want to keep up to date with what should be the conclusion of Kingdom Hearts Recoded coming at you in the future, then be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later! Man, my voice is really dry. Whew.